like that make me cringe. While there is a high level of frustration in this country, there is also a deep current of apathy running through America's citizenry. So much is at stake, from the grassroots level in your county to the state and national level. Whether electing a sheriff or state governor, you should consider the individual's qualifications for the job at hand instead of how far they threw the football in the 1987 homecoming game. Where do those we send to Washington, D.C. stand on issues pertaining to labor, taxation, education, transportation? How will they vote or craft legislation about immigration and energy? Are you aware of the candidates' stand on issues pertaining to the environment, national security, defense? With issues this consuming, why should we care about the stand a candidate might take on animal welfare or what the EPA considers to be water under its jurisdiction? Because if agriculture is your livelihood, those you elect at the local level and those you send to Washington and every single public servant in between had better not be in opposition to you on these fundamental issues. If that is the case, you had better start looking for another job. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Black vultures can be harmful to livestock operations across Missouri.
The range of black vultures have generally been in the southern part of the United States, but as their range has expanded into Missouri, the number of conflicts has been increasing over time.
Mitigation efforts are available through the USDA.
One of the main tools that we use is a black vulture effigy, and we have those on hand. If you have a pasture where you're calving, we can hang a couple of these up around the edges of the pastures, and that'll scare those birds off. We bring pyrotechnics and other tools to harass vultures off the site. Lasers can work very well. We also carry all the permits to do lethal removals if necessary. If you have a calf that was deceased and you don't know what caused it, or you suspect that it could have been a black vulture that killed that, we can come out on site and provide a necropsy free of charge. The funding for that work is provided through the Missouri State Legislature to the Department of Agriculture, no cost to the landowner.
Find out more at agriculture.mo.
Direct cash cattle trade is sluggish at midday and cash hogs are steady to lower. Hello, I'm Brent Barnett with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Cash cattle country is off to a slow start on Thursday. Asking prices have surfaced in the south at $185 live, but still have not been established in the north. There was a very light trade reported Wednesday in Kansas at $180 on a live basis, about $3 below the previous week's business. Boxed beef is mixed at midday with choice up 73 cents at $312.33 and select down $181 at $297.58. At the Hub City Livestock Auction in South Dakota, higher undertones were noted on steers over 900 pounds. USDA says demand was good to very good for a large offering of yearlings. There were a few packages in the sale, but the majority of the cattle sold in strings and loads. Flesh condition was mostly light to moderate, with most of the cattle coming off grass. Quality was mostly attractive, and the market was active. Receipts were up on the week and the year. Feeder supply included 67% heifers, and 98% of the offering was over 600 pounds. Medium and large one feeder steers 811 to 839 pounds brought 251.25 to 261, and feeder steers 917 to 940 pounds brought 246 to 247.75. Medium and large one feeder heifers 859 to 888 pounds brought 227 to 233, and feeder heifers 910 to 940 pounds brought 217 to 232.75. Cash hogs are steady to lower at midday. The industry continues to monitor the availability of market-ready hogs and hog weights, but demand is the driving factor right now, specifically the strong global demand, which is helping provide at least some price support. Domestic demand continues to struggle. Barrels and gilts at the National Daily Direct are down 93 cents, with a base range of $74 to $82 and weighted average of $77.70. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are steady at $60 in Dorchester, Wisconsin and Garnavillo, Iowa, but lower in Red Oak, Iowa at $52. Pork values were lower at midday, down 12 cents at $95.17. Ribs and loins were higher. Bellies, hams, picnics, and butts were lower. I'm Brent Barnett, Brownfield.
Brownfield Market Updates bring you the story behind the numbers. Ag commodity trading might be volatile, but you can count on Brownfield to let you know not just what the prices are doing, but why the markets are making those moves. We bring you the breaking updates on what's driving the markets all session long, giving you the up-to-date info you need on what's impacting prices and how that affects your bottom line, whether that's today, tomorrow, or in the coming months. Stay tuned to your local Brownfield radio station for the new, now, and notable in the commodity markets.
Lower costs, improve efficiency, increase yields. That's how MFA's NutriTrack program can benefit your farm. NutriTrack Precision Technology helps manage soil nutrients acre by acre, providing the information you need to make data-driven decisions. Grid sampling, zone maps, and variable rate application can put more fertilizer where you need it and less where you don't. It's an investment that can make a big difference through more production and more profit. See your fields in a whole new way with NutriTrack, only from MFA, your whole farm solution.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements and is being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Donald Pete Halbrook, age 98, formerly of Salem, passed away Sunday, September 1st in Branson, Missouri. Funeral services for Pete Halbrook will be today at 1 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Pete Halbrook start at 12 noon and will continue till service time at 1 o'clock. Burial with military honors will be in the Miners Cemetery. And all arrangements for Donald Pete Halbrook, formerly of Salem, are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Geneva Jane Putman of Salem passed away Tuesday, September 3rd, at the age of 91 years. Funeral services for Geneva Putman will be Friday at 12 noon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel, with visitation for family and friends of Geneva Putman also on Friday from 11 a.m. until service time at 12 noon. Burial will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery. And all arrangements for Geneva Jane Putman of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Sonia Joan Nash, age 83, of Salem, passed away Sunday, September 1st. Memorial services for Sonia Nash will be Sunday, September 8th at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel at 2 in the afternoon. Visitation for family and friends of Sonia Nash will also be on Sunday from noon until service time at 2 o'clock. And all arrangements for Sonia Joan Nash of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years. The best part about it is absolutely free.
Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMOradio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free!
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU's Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU's Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. An accident occurred in Dent County Wednesday morning at 7:04 on Route P, about 2 miles west of Highway 32. According to the Highway Patrol report, 55-year-old Brian Miller of Salem was driving a 2006 Chevrolet 2500 northbound when the side mirror of the truck struck 25-year-old Owen Ramey of Salem, who was walking along the edge of the roadway. Ramey suffered minor injuries and was transported to Salem Hospital for treatment. The Chevrolet truck sustained minor damage and was driven from the scene. Monday afternoon at 1:35 in Dent County on Highway 68, about 3 miles north of Salem, an accident occurred that left a Salem man in serious condition. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2023 Kia Seltos was being driven eastbound by 47-year-old Nicholas McGraw of Salem when he traveled off the right side of the roadway where the Kia struck an embankment and overturned. McGraw suffered serious injuries and was transported by air evac medical helicopter to Mercy Hospital in Springfield. The Kia was totaled and removed from the scene by American Muffler. McGraw was wearing a seat restraint at the time of the accident. The Highway Patrol was assisted at the scene by the Dent County Sheriff's Department, the Salem Memorial Hospital EMS, and the Dent County Fire Protection District. The Dent County Commission met this morning at the Dent County Courthouse. In the road report, District 1 Commissioner Wes Mowbray stated grading would be done on Dent County roads 5400, 6170, 6175, and 6240, while the Manus brush cutter is being serviced. Mowbray said rock will be hauled to a number of locations. District 2 Commissioner Gary Polk said rock will be added and grading done on Denton County Road 2403, while only grading will be done on County Road 4437. Polk said brush will be cut on County Roads 4380 and 6150. Polk said workers were repairing a radio on a tractor, and a crew would be installing a new speed limit signs on Dent County Road 2070. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson said the county has received a hail damage insurance check from Tokyo Marine HCC in the amount of $584,537.88 and will begin to put bid specs together so the repair projects could be put out for bid. Assistant County Clerk Melissa Pite said she would be working on the handicapped and elderly applications that will need to be sent out soon in order for the elderly and handicapped unable to go to the polls the chance to vote in the November election. At the last meeting, Dent County Coroner Ben Percival told the commission he needs a vehicle with an 8-foot bed. He has been under budget the last 4 years and doesn't take the county insurance that saves the county money. They would like Percival to look at used vehicles that may be available, but the commission will also check the state bid and compare. The next meeting of the commission will be Monday morning at 9 o'clock at the courthouse, and that meeting will be open to the public. MoDOT inspectors have discovered quality problems with new concrete on the 8-mile eastbound section of I-44 between Rolla and St. James. This is part of a $50.5 million project began in April of 2022. The issues found in concrete joints will require corrections and delay the project's completion. MoDOT is requiring the contractor, Capital Paving and Construction, to analyze the full 8 miles of concrete and develop a remediation plan. We are committed that the product we deliver will serve this community well and reliably for many years, even if that means it takes a little more time, said Central District Engineer Michelle Watkins. The current traffic pattern for eastbound drivers will remain in place while the issue is addressed. A new completion date has not been set. For more information, visit modot.org/I44 Phelps Crawford or call 188-ASK-MoDOT. The Denton County Fire Protection District Board of Directors will be meeting Tuesday evening at 6 at the fire station at number 2 South Main Street. After the roll call and approval of the consent agenda, which includes the budget review and financial reports, the monthly reimbursement report will be heard. In old business, the board will discuss the AFG grant for radios before the board reviews the audit results in new business. Chief Floyd will then give his report to the board. The date will be set for the October meeting before the board adjourns. The meeting Tuesday evening of the Dent County Fire Protection District Board of Directors will be open to the public. The Missouri Department of Conservation will host a hunter education certification course September 16th from 5 to 9 at East Central Community College's Rolla North campus. The course is for participants 11 years of age and older. Attendees must complete the knowledge portion beforehand, either online for a fee or via the free student manual. Those who choose to complete the student manual chapter review questions must bring the booklet to the class for the instructor to review at no cost. Student manuals can be found on MDC's website. And if you'd like more information on hunter education requirements and to register for the course, visit mdc.mo.gov/hunting-trapping/hunter-education. Merrimack Regional Planning Commission is accepting public comments on its Comprehensive Economic Development Strategy, also referred to as a STEDS, until September 7th. A SEDS is designed to identify regional priorities for economic and community development. An effective plan allows the region to maximize its economic development potential, as well as engage with the Economic Development Administration and other federal partners to receive infrastructure and technical assistance grants. MRPC Planning Manager Ann Friend said the SEDS is important to the region because it identifies locally grown strategies that will guide regional economic development, encourage partnerships and collaboration, and improve economic outcomes and overall quality of life in our region. The SEDS document is the result of a year-long planning process, which included data gathering and input from people who live and work in the Merrimack region. The draft plan can be found online at merrimackregion.org. For additional questions or to submit feedback, email friend at afriend, that's AFREAND, at merrimackregion.org, or call the MRPC office at 573-265-2993. Feedback can also be mailed to MRPC Attention Ann Friend at number 4 Industrial Drive, St. James, 65559. Or individuals can stop by the office in person between 8 and 4:30 Mondays through Fridays. If you're looking for employment or might be looking to change jobs every Thursday from 9 to 12, Jenna Snodgrass from the Missouri Job Center is in Salem at the Salem Community Center at the Armory. She is a career consultant and can help job seekers find employment by providing access to the necessary education, training, and support services. The Central Workforce Development Region works with individuals from diverse backgrounds to obtain sustainable employment through service such as career planning, on-the-job training, work experience programs, and skills training. Their on-the-job training and work experience programs are perfect for individuals with little or no job experience seeking entry into a specific field. They can help you enhance your skills that you currently have to get sustainable employment through skills training, resume building, tuition assistance for some programs, interest assessment, work keys testing, and other resources to overcome barriers. She can help youth starting as young as 16 in or out of school, dislocated workers, adults, and many others who fall under the federally funded Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act. To find out how she can help, call career consultant Jenna Snodgrass at 417-650-1288 to set up an appointment, or stop by the Salem Community Center at the Armory each Thursday from 9 until 12 noon. Her services are free. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU Salem Campus, contact admission counselor Chris Welch today at 573-729-7071.
What are your plans for the future? Do you need a boost to generate a new plan, or can't afford to go away to college, or your work schedule won't allow you to go? Let Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus be the boost. SBU is committed to flexibility, expertise, and the state-of-the-art technology. We now offer 2 new associate's degrees in teaching and Christian ministries, along with master's degrees in education and business. For more information, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071. SBU Salem Campus is your higher education with Christian principles.
Town & Country Bank brings you this message. Shopping online at your favorite shop at a public Wi-Fi hotspot may seem the perfect way to multitask. However, it's a risky proposition that could jeopardize your online security. Public Wi-Fi is a prime target for cyber criminals looking to steal your personal information. So it's strongly recommended that you avoid making any purchases via public Wi-Fi. Instead, always opt for a VPN or use your phone as a hotspot to keep your online shopping experience secure and stress-free. Town & Country Bank, member FDIC.
Is thinning hair or a receding hairline making you self-conscious? Try Hair Grow by New Nordic. Millions of men and women around the world trust Hair Grow. With its patented tocotrienol complex, Hair Grow naturally reduces inflammation in the scalp and is clinically proven to promote new hair growth and increase hair count in as little as 4 months. Stop feeling embarrassed about thinning hair and start looking and feeling your best with Hair Grow. Available online at Amazon, Walmart.com, and NewNordicUSA.com, or in stores at your local CVS.
Student loans can be a strain on your family. For a limited time, the Springfield, Missouri Police Department is offering qualifying new officers up to $12,500 to help ease the burden of student loans. If you're driven, honest, and team-oriented, we want to talk to you about joining our next paid police academy. Start serving your community as a leader of it with the Springfield Police Department. Visit gospd.com for more information. That's gospd.com. Brought to you by the Springfield, Missouri Police Department.
Stay tuned to KSMO. We've got Missouri Net News coming up shortly. Then after the top of the 1 o'clock hour, I'll be back to bring you our latest KSMO weather forecast.
This Spotlight on Soybeans is brought to you by Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff. A lot of checkoff-funded research has conservation ties. Missouri Soybeans Conservation Programs Manager Brady Lichtenberg says, for instance, there's a lot of research into fertility procedures.
It's certainly a very common conservation practice to get a fertility plan or enroll in a 4R fertilizer program just to ensure that you're not over-fertilizing or under-fertilizing your fields, which all in all, definitely good for the environment.
Further, a lot of research is done on crop rotation management, including cover crops and no-till agriculture.
A lot of this research can certainly help farmers navigate adoption and taking on a new conservation-related practice.
Learn more online at mosoy.org and on the Spotlight podcast from Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Our liver works hard every day to remove toxins from processed foods and unclean air and water. But too many toxins can overwhelm the liver. Low energy, brain fog, headaches, bloating, and skin irritation are all telltale signs that we need to act. Active Liver from New Nordic is a natural supplement that helps your liver effectively eliminate toxins on a daily basis.
Within a week of taking Active Liver, I was feeling better, and now I have more energy than I've had in years.
You can find Active Liver online at Amazon or NewNordicUSA.com or in stores at your local CVS or Meijer grocery.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports, being brought to you by your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Salem JV football Tigers Tuesday night defeated the St. James Tigers by a score of 20-6. Will Land scored 2 touchdowns, and Brent Halenar had an interception return for a touchdown. Salem will host the Kabul Bulldogs Monday night at 6 at the SHS football field. The Salem Lady Tigers will host the Sullivan Lady Eagles tonight, starting with a freshman match at 4:45, followed by the JV match at 5:30. The varsity match will begin around 6:45 to 7 o'clock on KSMO Radio and will be streamed on KSMO Media, beginning with Tiger Talk and Coach Deanna Atkinson. St. Louis Cardinals played the Milwaukee Brewers last night, and like the night before, it took extra innings to settle the match. The Cardinals again pulled out the late victory over the NL Central leading Brewers 3-2 and took the overall series 2-1. Kansas City Royals broke their 7-game losing streak and swept last night versus the Cleveland Guardians by winning 4-1. And that's been a look at local and regional sports, brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay right here for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Tommy Pham's 3-run homer in the fourth inning broke a 1-1 tie. Seth Lugo held the Guardians to 1 run over 7 innings, and the Royals snapped their 7-game losing streak with a 4-1 win.
Very big. You see where we're at in the race, and these teams coming up that we have to play, we need as many wins as possible.
The Royals got some help. Boston and Detroit both lost. KC's lead is 5.5 games for the final wild card. The Cardinals blew a 2-0 lead in the 8th in Milwaukee, but in the 10th inning, Luke and Baker singled home Mason Wynn, and the Cardinals take down the Brewers again in extra innings, 3-2 the final.
The approach is the same as it always is. Get a pitch that I know I can hit, and the job right there was to hit a ball hard and drive a run in. So I got a pitch I thought I could handle, and it worked.
Everyone ahead of the Cardinals in the wild card race won. St. Louis still 5.5 out, chasing the Cubs, Mets, and Braves. The Chiefs will unveil their championship banner and then try to accomplish the feat of winning 3 straight Super Bowls. Game 1 tonight. Travis Kelce ready for the Ravens.
First game of the season, everybody wants to come out and show how explosive they are, show how great or how much better they got from last year. And they got some of the best players in the league on both sides of the ball, and it's just going to be a great challenge for us.
KC has won 8 of their last 9 season openers. They lost last year to Detroit. Blues defenseman Torrey Krug will need 2 screws to fuse a couple of ankle bones together. Older people usually have this surgery, not a 33-year-old in the prime of his NHL career. Will he be able to come back? It's a big question.
The Blues have been amazing. I'll be around for sure. It's what I've known and loved for so long.
The 9th-ranked Mizzou Tigers hosting Buffalo, and Eli Drinkwitz not expecting a game like the 51-0 blowout over Murray State.
My anticipation is a really good Buffalo team. They scored 30-something points, had 200 yards rushing, 200 yards passing. It's going to be a dogfight.
Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Hey, you. Yes, you. We've got something important to share because we believe everyone deserves support. 988 is for you. Whether you're dealing with thoughts of suicide, facing a serious crisis, or if you just need someone to talk to. It's not just a lifeline, it's your lifeline. Call, text, or chat 988 because everyone deserves support and you are not alone. Brought to you by the Missouri Department of Mental Health.
Healthcare.gov is here for you when life happens. If you lost your health coverage because of turning 26, going off Medicaid, leaving your job, or moving, you could be eligible to enroll in new coverage now. And if you need to update your coverage because of marriage or having a baby, you could also be eligible. But don't wait. There's a limited time to enroll. Check your eligibility at healthcare.gov today. Life happens. Get covered. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out, but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Have you checked out the Country Mart website at www.tcmarkets.com? If not, you really need to. You'll find their weekly specials, coupons, inside the store information, and also tasty recipes from TC Markets on there as well. Plus, don't forget to like Country Mart's Facebook page. Like or comment on it for a chance to win something from the deli, and the winner will be announced on Wednesday each week. Just another reason to shop at Country Mart in Salem.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
Hi
this is Blues broadcaster Chris Kerber, and head down to Busch Stadium on Friday, September 6th, when the Cardinals host the Mariners. That night, 25,000 fans 16 and older will take home a Cardinals hockey sweater courtesy of Scott Credit Union. Upgrade your experience with a Blues Night themed ticket and guarantee yourself a Cardinals and Blues themed full zip jacket courtesy of Bally Sports. That's Friday, September 6th. For tickets, visit cardinals.com/promotions. St. Louis Cardinals for the Lou.
With News on Missouri Net, I'm Marshall Griffin. A clash over wording in an abortion proposal is expected to be resolved today by a Missouri judge. The ACLU of Missouri has sued the Secretary of State's office over the wording that voters will see when they're asked in November whether to make abortions legal again. The current wording says a yes vote will enshrine the right to abortion at any time of a pregnancy and will prohibit any regulation of abortion. Susan Klein with Missouri Right to Life says the Secretary of State's wording is a fair description of the proposed changes.
This is what do we want to put into our Missouri Constitution? Do we want to kill babies in the 7th and 8th and 9th month of pregnancy?
Tori Schaefer with the ACLU says the proposal clearly spells out regulations to protect the health and safety of patients. 10 anglers have been given citations for fishing violations at Merrimack Springs in central Missouri's Phelps County, and more than 130 cats have been rescued from a St. Louis County home. The home in Wildwood was reportedly the target of multiple unsuccessful welfare checks dating back to last year. This is Missouri Net.